Happy day after Halloween, friends. How's it going? How are we feeling? Are you feeling any shame about what happened yesterday? What happened yesterday happened yesterday. It actually happened a whole month ago, so you can just leave it behind you. I am starting a nutrition refocus. We've been talking about it a little in here, but there's a lot of you who are resisting this. I'm just telling you, you can't out-train a bad diet. You can't. It's just facts, okay? We are no longer 17 and you have this thing called a metabolism and you have to work in accordance with it, okay? So wherever you're at, whatever your focus is, I am very much encouraging you to go back to the stuff that actually will help you, which is nutrition, okay? So my focus for this week is I am doing 7 days. That's all I'm focusing on. So if you get really overwhelmed and you feel like this is just way too complicated, I want you to commit to 7 days. 7 days of dialing in your nutrition. It doesn't have to be perfect. There's no, if you mess up, you have to go back to day one. You're a living, breathing human. Hi, Manny. So, actually use the tools available to you. Will you do that, please? I'm going to be on Zoom tonight because it's cooking club and it was my week to do it and I didn't pick a recipe and I didn't talk about it, but that's okay. I have too many things happening anyway, and the idea of picking a recipe and doing one more thing is crazy. So it's cooking club. In the tribe, we're going to talk about nutrition. I'm going to talk through the portion fix. We're going to talk through To Be Mindset, especially if Carla gets on. And I'm doing gut protocol, which is a diet. It is a very restrictive sort of thing. I know it works. I've done it before, all in before. And I felt such an amazing change in my body and in my mental clarity and in my sleep. I saw a difference in my periods. And I really need that. So that's why I'm pulling out the big guns. But I'm only committing to 7 days because I have tried to do it again since I did it successfully the first time. I even traveled on it the first time and had no issues. I did it in an airport. I did it visiting friends. I was so dialed in and 100%. And then for some reason, I just couldn't do it again. I was sabotaging myself and I was so geeked out about it and so stressed out about it. And some of you, that's happening with the containers, with To Be Mindset, with anything, and you're trying to do your own thing. Hey, if you've got a background in nutrition, you do you, boo-boo. But for the majority of us, that's not the case. We are living, breathing humans who want to live this life so we can live this life, but it's about figuring out balance. So it's got protocol for you. I don't know. I think it's an amazing program. It is an additional cost. I know when I did it before, I saw changes in my body, but more importantly, changes in my inflammation. If you have inflammation in your body, more than likely, your nutrition is contributing to it. And I know that's the case for me. I've been eating like a dumpster fire and having all the sugar. I've been in this really bad headache cycle, and my hip has been a problem child. So I can't really work out, and I could get super annoyed and bent out of shape about it, or I could use this as a gift and an opportunity to dial in my nutrition. So just 7 days. That's what I'm committing to. I know that at the end of the 7 days, my inflammation is going to be down. I'm going to have more energy. I'm going to be over that slump and hump of like, this feels too hard. I'm just going to start doing the next right thing, okay? Break down whatever you need to do into just the next right thing. Stop thinking about it needing to last 21 days, 30 days, 60 days, 90 days. Oh my gosh, there's so many months. If you look at a calendar, there will never be a right time to do this. We had Halloween yesterday. There's all the surplus of candy probably in your house. Yeah, There's Thanksgiving. There's all the holidays, then there's New Year's, and then if you wait till New Year's, it's real slippery. Be like, well, before you know it, we've got Easter, we've got birthdays, anniversaries. There's never a perfect time, but this is your life. So if you are not feeling good in your skin, if you're having issues with inflammation or sleep or like really rough periods, I am very much encouraging you to look at your nutrition. And I hate that because it's not fun. But that's my plan. That's what I'm doing. So far today, I haven't had coffee. You can have coffee on Gut Protocol, but for me, I like to have sugary coffee. So I'm just not having coffee. I've had tea. I had a delicious breakfast. I'm about to make my lunch. There is so much food if you're using the containers. I thought in the beginning that there wouldn't be enough food. I overcomplicated it. I'm here to help you simplify it. This doesn't need to be hard. We create overwhelm and we make it so much bigger in our heads than it needs to be. Okay, so jump on the Zoom with me tonight if you are free, 5:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I might just do a live in here if nobody gets on Zoom. We'll see what happens. And then tomorrow we have a 90-day agreement check-in. I'd love for you to join me and just kind of share where you're at, your wins, your victories. If you need to realign, let's do it, yo. I'm realigning like literally every 3 days. That's how this is going. And I'm okay with that. Doesn't mean that I'm failing. I'm so proud that I'm recognizing when I'm off track and actually auto-correcting and getting back on the road. So I want you to collect those wins and all the proof that you are doing the right thing, even if it is messy and even if it is bumpy and even if you are taking lots of detours and having to reroute. That's the whole point of this. So that letter you wrote to yourself, if you did this with us, get it out. I haven't even looked at it. It occurred to me the other day, I'm like, we're a month in and I haven't even talked about it really. I haven't looked at my own letter. So revisit it. You're not failing no matter where you're at in your journey. You're exactly where you need to be. You're exactly where you need to be. So your challenge today is to have some fun without food. I tend to think that food is fun, and I think it is fun, but I'm also not a dog and I don't need a treat. Okay, good talk. So that's where I'm at with my nutrition. I'm focusing on my water. I'm gonna lay down in my bed and read a book for fun today because I can. And sometimes I over prioritize working. And I'm listening to that audiobook by Jenna Kutcher, which if you're looking for something that's an awesome listen, How Are You Really is such a fantastic listen. I don't know about how it reads, but I can tell you listening to it has been exactly what I need, even though it's taken me a couple months to make my way through. No judgment. It's exactly what I need. And she was talking about that today, that we tend to think when we get all of these things done, then we'll have time to rest and then we'll have time for fun. But why are you working your life away? Why are you hustling through all the things? Why are you, when I get to this goal, then I'll find the joy? No, you find the wins and the victory and the joy and the fun. That should be the priority every single day. Because when you're living with your eyes focused on that, on what is fun, what feels good, what serves you, what makes you feel like a winner, the next step, it's so much easier to find than being like, okay, everything feels hard, this sucks ass, I'm working my ass off and I'm not getting to where I want to go. It's harder to find the next right thing. It's harder to live in the fun. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but I've been thinking about that a lot. That I have pushed in so many areas of my life, and it's always shiny object syndrome. Well, when we get the next move, when we get the next house, when you get this promotion, when I get this status in Beachbody, when all these things happen, then there will be more fun, and then there'll be more victory, and then there will be more success. But success is what you choose it to look like. Success isn't about metrics. It's not about data. It's not about your bank account. It's not about time. Success is your own special blend. It's your own special recipe. And I think that so often we have this idea, we have this Pinterest board in our brain of what success will look like when I weigh this amount, when I'm back in these clothes, when I've completed this program. Your success comes from you choosing to show up today. Your success comes from you spinning your journey and finding your fun and finding your victories and being proud of who you are today. So if you're not proud of who you are today, guess what? You can make a slight pivot. You can choose 3 things today, 3 things that will serve you. I'm gonna drink my water. I'm gonna move my body. I'm gonna love my person, or I'm gonna do something that feels fun, that also is in alignment with who you want to be. We don't just wake up as who we want to be someday. You don't wake up as who you want to be someday. You choose actively every single day to be her now and to sometimes do the uncomfortable thing that you know will serve you, but always at the end of the day, you decide what success looks like. And I don't know about you, but I have been casting success as this like shiny object someday, and it's like, no, I am making an impact. I am leading a meaningful life. I am feeling good in my skin, even if it doesn't look the way it should in my head. It looks the way it does, and I can find today's wins. Okay, great talk. So I am gonna lay down for a little bit after I have some lunch, but then I'll be in my inbox later today. And like I said, I'll be on our Zoom link, which is pinned in this group. Save it in a note in your phone. We'll be chatting through nutrition, okay? So I'm gonna talk about containers, I'm gonna talk about To Be Mindset, I might even talk about gut protocol. If you have questions for me, you can drop them and I will talk them through, or you can actually get on and be an interactive human with me, pew pew. And then I'll be on again tomorrow night. So happy November, I'm so excited that you're here. You are not behind. You're not behind. You're exactly where you need to be. You have all the tools and resources. And if you don't have the tools and resources, guess what? You were in the perfect place to figure that out and to ask for help and to do the next right thing. If you've unlocked all your tools and resources, you have BOD, you have the nutrition stuff, you have Shakeology, you have me, yo. Even if I am not your personally sponsored coach, if you came in here with one of my gals, one of my amazing and epic human being gals, you still have me. So lean into it. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just needs to be yours. And it won't magically happen. You are the secret sauce. You are the magic bullet, yo. Okay? Okay. Drink your water. Engage your pelvic floor. Find your freaking wins today. And cast a new vision for your life. If what you've been doing doesn't feel good and you've been chasing success or chasing a number or chasing something that, some metric that really at the end of the day, it's not going to go on your freaking gravestone. She weighed so many pounds or she could bench so many pounds. No, nobody cares about that, okay? We care about you being a healthy, happy, sane, adjusted human who can find the fun and the victory in all the days, not just the perfect ones.